All right, so this video is going to be for the 19th, which is a white day, and the 20th, which is a red day. We are not doing class 1, class 2. You're going to be just in the regular class. So this is for reading class. So whenever you have those on those 2 days. What you're going to end up doing in here today is there's 2 different things you're going to make sure to get done. Your project, though, needs to be completed by class 2. I know we're not doing class 1, class 2 in the sense of like switching classes like we normally did. But between the 2 of our classes, reading and writing, you need to have your project turned in and done by the end of class 2. So just keep that in mind, okay? So here's what you're going to end up doing. It says author's bias on the robots, mentor text, and then reflection. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what you'll need to do for me. So the author's bias one, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the reading writing course, go to assign to me, and go to the reading folder. And inside there, what you're going to do, it says right here, summary and author's bias. So you're going to click on this one. And it looks like this. You have already done the top portion, or you should have. It was on a half sheet pink piece of paper where you did the summary for the should robots look like people. So you do not need to do this section. What you do need to do, though, is down here. It says do not complete until told, but this is what you need to do, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to use should robots look like people. That's on page 24 in your new notebook. If you need access to that, you can actually go over here to the mentor text folder, and you can click on it right here. So if you need access to it, you can click on it, and that will take you there so you can have like kind of refresh your memory on it. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to answer the question of what is the author's bias. Should robots look like people or not? And you're going to say why. Okay. Okay. So you're going to delete the words here, and you're going to type your response here. I want you to make sure that you're using details from the text to support your answer. That's why it would be really important for you to go back and actually have the mentor text pulled up so you can pull those details to help support what you think the author's bias is. Okay, so it's the author. What is the author's bias is what I'm looking for. I don't want what your bias is. I want to know what you think the author's bias is. Okay, based on the information in the text. So to kind of give you an idea of what we did in class is this right here. So again, if you need to pause this, you can. So if you're not 100% sure where you need to start with this question, you could even just start right here and say, I think the author's bias is that robots should or shouldn't look like people. So you're going to make that decision. That could be your very first sentence. Okay. Then you could say, the reason I think this is because in the text it says blank, which makes me think blank. The article ended with blank, which makes me think blank. Okay, so you can use those to kind of help you if it helps you with your just like explanation. Something else you can also think about, you can have connotation, tone, what the reader is left thinking about, facts given. So just kind of read it, and then kind of you're going to have to infer what you think the author's bias is on if robots should or should not look like people. Okay? When you're done with that, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure to email me that you get that done, which you can email me at the end. The second thing that you're going to do is something to do with your project. Okay, so what you're going to end up doing with your project is I have 2 more reflections I want you to fill out. So you're going to want to have access to your project, or at least the information that you have put on it. So if that means it was online, you could pull it up and look at it. That would be good. If you did yours on a piece of paper, but you kind of remember what it is, that's awesome too. But what you'll end up doing with this is you're going to think about your project, and you are going to choose a text feature. It cannot be a title, so it needs to be something else. You're going to tell me why, like what's the text feature you use, be specific, and then I'm going to want you to tell me why that feature was included in your project. Okay, so you're going to be specific on why you chose that specific feature in your project. Where you're going to do that is here. I guess I should have opened that up for you. That's also in the Assign to Me folder, in the reading folder as well. And it's this one right here, the reflections. You have already completed the reading log one, so you will not need to do that one. So you can skip number 1. You'll come down to number 2. This is the text feature one, sorry. It says choose one text feature from your project, not the title. Why that text feature for this project? How does it help the reader understand what you're saying? I want you to make sure that you're being specific. Again, fill out that brainstorm section. Maybe put down the type of text feature that it is. and then kind of jot a couple things on why that would be important. And then over here, you should have 3 full lines to tell me what that text feature is. Again, being specific, and then why you chose that specific text feature. How does it help you get your point across, or how does it help you with the purpose of your piece? Okay. All right. And then the third thing you're going to end up doing, I'll go back to this slide really quickly, is it says topic 3, ideas, central idea. So what you're going to do is you're going to think about your project again, and you are going to write a central idea for your project. Okay. If you need to know what that the format is for central idea, that's actually in the Schoology course. I'll show you that in a second. But what you can do for your title, you can just put my project, or if you do have a title, you can do that too. And then what did you say about topic? Okay. So here's what I'm going to show you really quickly. So if you need to see the central idea, let's see. It's this one right here. If you click on this, it shows you the format. So this right here, title is and purpose, who, what, when, where. Okay, so that's what you will do there. And then you're going to make sure to put that on to your third section here. Again, make sure you have that brainstorming. I would put the purpose, the who, the what, the when, where. And then I would make sure you have all parts over here and you follow that format that is on here to put into this section. Once you're done, you're going to email me so I know that you're done. And when you get back to school, make sure to print it and you'll hand it to me and I'll grade it from there. Okay, that's all I have. Again, your project should be done by the end of class 2 among reading and writing on the 18th and 19th. Or sorry, 19th and 20th. All right, thanks.